Hola.
No.
Hola, mi nombre es Laura.
Hola, mi nombre es Beatriz Hernandez.
Ambas somos licenciadas en nutrición aplicada.
En el área de nutrición clínica. Y nosotras somos...
Nosotros somos Nutrión.
Buenos
Betty.
días, Houston.
Buenos días, México.
Good evening, Germany.
Pues hoy estamos en una sesión muy especial. Hoy tenemos una invitada estrella. Sylvia nos acompaña desde Alemania y nos va a hablar un poquito de su expertise como nutrióloga y nos va a dar estrategias y tips que nos van a ayudar a mejorar hábitos alimentarios y pues también a explicar un poquito cómo es la dieta en Alemania. Importante conocer la información a nivel mundial sobre los tipos de estrategias que podemos utilizar en diferentes partes del mundo.
Okay, but before, I would like to introduce Sylvia. Sylvia Schattschneider, she's a holistic nutritionist, and she's joining us this morning from Germany. Sylvia is a successful professional with a very solid career and valuable expertise in nutrition. She founded the Gemus Ogama Nutritional Consultancy. Her business provides nutritional coaching for moms with children of any age. Sylvia also graduated as a mechanical and plant engineer, and she has over 30 years of experience in office management. Her successful story was included in one of the bestseller inspirational book, which name is The Bold. As a certified nutritionist, Sylvia motivates people to follow a healthy lifestyle, especially women who are struggling with menopause, to help them succeed this stage of their lives. We are very excited to have Sylvia this morning to talk about how you can change your diet to be healthier. We hope that you enjoy it, Sylvia. Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you very much, Laura and Betty, for inviting me to your program. And I'm very happy, to discuss with you some health issues for changing, or make changes in your life.
Betty.
Muy bien, pues vamos a empezar por unas pequeñas preguntas, las cuales nos va a hacer favor de contestar nuestra compañera Sylvia y nos va a hablar un poquito de su expertise. Muy bien. Hi, Sylvia.
Hello.
How do I improve my weekly diet?
Yeah, this is a good question. And I think the most important issue for changing diet at all is you make yourself aware that you should change something. For example, if you have some health issues, I just had a short discussion today with some friend. So if you are feeling, for example, if you feel tired every day, or you have some pain in your muscles, or you get up in the morning and then you think, oh, you could stay in the bed because you have no energy, or you don't feel really you want to go through the day. So these are all signs that your body has too much acid. So the acid balance is not correct. So that means you should really think of changing some eating habits. For example, not having for breakfast maybe ham and eggs, but instead you should maybe eat some cereals without sugar, for example. And I mean, the sugar, okay, this is another issue. We maybe should discuss this later, but so all the processed food, for example, has ingredients in it which are not good for your body and which produce inflammations in your body. So you really should think then to change at least steps. I mean, you should not change your whole diet from one day to the other. I mean, there are people that can do this, but most of the people probably have a problem with this. So it is always good to change small things. as I said, for example, not to have some heavy breakfast, instead eating cereals with maybe some fruits, and also with some oil in it. I mean, that's what we, for example, eat. We have ginger in our breakfast cereals, and we have chili in it, and we also have cinnamon in it to also, give our digestion a bit support. And all this herbs and things are very good for this, So
yes, some vegetables is very important because a lot of people don't know how to include the vegetables in the mornings, right? I have found that problem in our community in USA. A lot of people just have breakfast cereals that they are processed food, and the cereal sometimes has a lot of sugar, and they don't know.
I mean, you should eat cereals, really cereals without anything. I mean, plain cereals where no sugar is in it, and yeah, maybe some sunflowers or with it, and nuts in it, and then add some fruits and some of the herbs, and then you should be fine. Yeah, and maybe also a bit of plain yogurt without sugar, and then you can start for the first time. You can start at least the morning with something healthier, and you will realize that this also keeps you much more longer in a
satisfied
situation.
Yes, and then we start with the kids. No, the little kids is very important because sometimes they go to the school and they go with a breakfast that has a lot of sugar, and that is start with the problem. No. Yes.
Yeah, so this is I mean, I discuss this with my grandchildren also every morning. They have breakfast with us, so they have to eat a little bowl with cereals first, with a bit of milk in it, and some fruits. Or I mean, the little girl, she likes fruits, so she adds also some fruits like we do, but her brother, he doesn't really like the fruits, so he eats the fruits separately and just eats the cereals. But they have to eat a little bowl before they get a roll with something sweet on it. Fine, they can have it.
Sounds great. But that is our first beginning, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Pues empezamos con la siguiente pregunta. Can you tell me a tip to have the right food for the meal of the week?
So I think when you look into changing some eating habits, it is important to have a certain amount on vegetables on your plate. And here in Germany, we say you should have at least 5 portions. That means 5 hands full of vegetables on your daily meals, either for lunch or for lunch and breakfast, for lunch and dinner, or for only dinner or lunch. So you should really look for the amount of vegetables you should have. And then you can also, what we do, I mean, we don't eat noodles, very rarely. So we always eat the potatoes, because the potatoes are much healthier on their,
Yeah, it's much better when they are natural potatoes, because, well,
but not as French fries.
Yes, that's true. Because or we can do squash noodles. No, that is another option. That is to put the vegetables, and then they are yummy when they don't see. At the beginning, well, I experimented with my kids. When I put a squash noodle, they said, "No, I don't want that." Then I said, "Why not?" And when they try it, and they said, "Oh, it's delicious." The thing is, the first step is that you have to fall in love with the kids. There's the view. I think we have to be an art. We have to do an art in our food. No, it's only recommendation because everything started with the sight and the smell.
I mean, if you take the kids on the boat and just put them to the kitchen and just let them do the things themselves and explains them, then they learn it, you know, and then they try while they prepare, you know.
Yes, one is the first step that we can start to, to involucrate the kids into the kitchen. No, they prepare, and when they very exciting when they prepare and they eat it easily. And vegetables is a good idea to have the kids in the kitchen.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, Betty.
And the kids are always happy to.
Yes, and they enjoy a lot to share with the family. That is one of the topic. And to be seated at the time of have breakfast or dinner. That is very important to involucrating on the table. In Mexico, we always have a dinner with all the family. In USA, everybody is working. It's very hard. The dinner is the more important here in the USA because everybody is in a rush. And then they don't have time to be sitting on the table, and it's very important to have the family contact with the food.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
At least also the meals to sit with the kids together,
Yes. Okay. Betty.
Pues vamos con la siguiente pregunta. Can you tell me when we go shopping?
Yeah, so I just can tell from my own experience. Of course, we have also, as we have changed our eating habits, we also have changed our shopping habits, of course. So we go, I think I would say 70% of our food we shop are fruits and vegetables and things which are related to it, like sprouts and other things. So we go to a special fruit and vegetable store and buy it there. When we go to the supermarket, we have a section, of course, in the US, or I don't know, in Mexico, it might be the same. You have huge areas of vegetable and fruit sections, I'm sure. So you get a lot of great stuff there. But I think I remember when we used to live in the US, many people didn't know what to do with certain things. So it might be good before you go shopping, you have to make clear what you want to cook, and then make a list, make your shopping list, and then take the stuff home, and then try the recipes you have searched for or you have found you want to do. So that's always my way to go shopping. I think of recipes, and then I look for the ingredients, and then I go and buy it. Not to buy too much. I mean, vegetables and fruits should be fresh, of course, and just avoid processed food, because the processed food has a lot of ingredients. I sometimes don't know by name.
Exactly.
You know, so I buy always things which are much more natural and don't have any ads. So I know what's in there, and then I can add what I want.
And we know that here in USA, you know that to the right, when you enter to the supermarket, to the right, you can find all the vegetables and the fruit, and then it's the first way that you have to go before to get in the center of the supermarket, because we know that in the center of the supermarket you can find all the processed food. And then we have to the right side first, and after you go to the other side and finishing over there. You know, it's a strategy of the supermarket, no? You know that they know that you have to pass in the middle of the supermarket to go to the cashier. And then you have to see all the things that you don't have to eat or you don't have to buy, no? All the processed food. That's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, if you are used to buy processed food, that's your direct way, you know? But if you change things and just change a little bit, just make a fresh salad for lunch. Even you can take it to work. You just put the dressing at work, you take everything. So, I mean, a lot of people do this here. They take their lunch to work. They prepare it in the evening, and then in the salad, you can prepare, you put in a box, and then you take it.
Yes,
So,
the dressing is very important, right?
yeah, but the dressing you have also to take and to add it just at the time you eat, because otherwise the salad gets, you cannot eat it at lunch. It doesn't taste good anymore.
Yes. Okay, yes, I know. In Mexico, Sylvia, in Mexico, we used to have vegetables like cucumber, carrots, and we combine with watermelon or melon. And we put it in a glass, plastic glass.
Yeah.
And then we put chili powder and salt and lemon.
Yeah.
And that is, well, I don't know now, Betty, but at the beginning, when I was a teenager, always when we are in the school, we are out of the school and we go to get these kind of fruits. And then it's good, but now.
Wow, that sounds good.
Yes, but now, I don't know, the things are changing, no?
Yeah, of course, the convenient food is much easier and tastes, of course. I mean, if you start eating this, then you get used to this and you always want this. That's the philosophy of this food industry, to make you addicted to all this, and not to be addicted to fruits and vegetables.
Yes, that's true.
They have a natural taste, so yeah,
Okay, Betty, do you have another question?
Pues vamos con la última pregunta. What kind of food of products should we avoid and why?
I mean, we already said it a bit. So avoid food which has too many ingredients on the back of the package. Because if you don't know these ingredients, they are not good for you. Yeah. So you should really take food. And even if you take processed food, just take processed food if you take something as an addition to fresh fruit. I mean, you should really think of having always, if you have some processed food on your plate, you also should have something fresh on it. So you should combine it at least. But just avoid processed food which has maybe a whole page of ingredients in the back. That's not good. Just leave that out. Yeah.
And that helps a lot to have more natural fruit. But what do you think about the frozen fruits or vegetables? Yeah. Frozen vegetables.
I mean, there are a lot of frozen vegetables and fruit which don't have additions. You should also think of, I mean, if the fruit they are shock frozen, so they get frozen right away, also the fish and everything. If there is no add-on, no dip or whatever, then it's fine. But if the vegetables have already some dip or some sauce on it or some other ingredients, the same as I said, if the list of ingredients is too long, just leave it. Just take the plain stuff.
Yes.
Don't take the stuff which is already processed with some herb stuff, and this is not good. I mean, I'm not taking all this, so I add my things in my pot at home, and then I know what's in there: salt, pepper, chili, ginger, whatever, can add everything.
Yes, and then the colors is very important. The color yellow, number 6, red color. We have a lot of problems with that, and then with the kids. Okay, I am worried for the kids because now we are here in USA. A lot of things, they are very worried for the kids in the schools, and they are changing the menu. They try to do it the best things that the menu, because we have to start with the kids.
But what do they say? What do they serve at school?
Yes, because they, for example, now they thinking or they are considered that to have milk with chocolate is not good option. Okay, they want to, but okay, they can do a lot of changes, but we have, like a moms, we have to start at home, because the school, they improve and they are doing many things. And when the kid, they don't used to eat in the healthy way at home, when they arrive at the school, maybe they are throw away. I saw that all the food can go to the trash, because they don't try the fruits. And some of them is incredible, but some or a lot of kids, they don't know how to peel a simple orange. They don't know how to do it.
Yeah, when they don't have it at home, well, how should they know? I mean, understandable.
Exactly. And then it's difficult and it's incredible, or they don't know some fruits. For example, they don't know what is a peach. They don't know what it tastes. And then, and you said, how? Okay, because I have been volunteer in the schools of my kids. And then I saw how the fruit, they don't eat it. And then all the time I say, why you don't eat it? Why don't you eat? How to peel the banana? How to eat this? And they said, you don't have to eat. No, I never tried it. And then try it. We know that this country is multicultural. Okay, we have kids from Africa, from Asia, from India, and then they have different cultures. And then, but we have to push the kids to try all these kind of fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, I mean, that's also, I think, for my future, and a thing I want to look into, to go to schools and cook with children, because children are always happy and willing to learn it. But I mean, at home, if they don't see anything different than having just warming up processed food or getting a pizza or whatever, how should they know? So I think it's also good to go to have in school maybe a cooking class or so, and cook something fresh. So kids learn it, and then they go home and tell their parents, you know, they say, I want to try this also. So then maybe the parents also start to change things, you know?
Yes, the adults and mom, I think, is the best, the principal person that has to start, no? The kids always are watching you. If you eat vegetables, they will try it. If you eat fruit, and then another tip, I think, is to put vegetables or cut it in pieces and put it in the plate in the middle of the table. And then they watch, they see it, and they will try in one moment to eat it, no? I don't know. It's better than to go to the pantry and looking for cookies or crackers or chocolates or those kind of foods that we don't want to have it, no?
No. I mean, the sugar, of course, that's the first thing you have to control, especially with the children, because sugar is an addiction like every other addiction. If you eat too much sugar, you get addicted, and if you start to get away from it, you get addiction symptoms.
Yes.
So you feel pain, you feel headache, you feel tired in the beginning. The body has to get rid of this, and you know, this is hard. Who wants to do this? I mean, this is, so then you better stick to what you know. Yeah. So
yes, and a lot of people think that this is normal.
Yeah.
Right? They think that it's normal to be has inflammation, be lazy. They think, okay, today I am sleepy and tomorrow will be better. And no, this is worse because you don't eliminate that, or you don't avoid that kind of products in your life, no?
So if you, my suggestion is always, when I have customers or speak to people, they want to change something. If you start to look into what you eat for 1 week, just make a little dietary book and put in for every day, each thing you eat and you drink, just put it in. How much and when and in what situation, just write it down. And then after 1 week, you have a summary of the week, and then you can have a look. I mean, what I think is very good is also when you get kind of this dietary plan from a customer, you just can put all the things on one plate, on one table, to see, so to show them visibly what they eat, and then you can ask them, do you think this is healthy or is it not so healthy? What is your opinion? You know?
Yes, that's true. I think that is the beginning, no? You have to write everything that you eat during a day, no? And then when you check at the end of the week, you can see what it was good and what is bad. This is the first step in them, no? And then the second tip is that avoid the processed food.
Yeah.
Do you think? And what is the third one? What do you think?
So yeah, and then the third one is don't drink sweet stuff. Don't drink Coke or Fanta and all this sweet drinks.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
the soft drinks. The soft drinks are full of sugar, and even if they say it's 0 sugar in it, then it's a substitution of sugar, and it's even worse because this makes much more problems for your body with all the substitute of sugar, you know.
Yeah, now I remember when my kids go to have the extracurricular activities like a football or soccer or something, all the moms bring to the activity a Gatorade.
Gatorade, yeah.
Yeah, and then I said, why Gatorade? Why no sugar? Why no normal water? Okay, or separate water,
or even just an apple juice. And what we do, we buy a big bottle of apple juice, and then we put in the glass, we put like this, and the rest is water, just to get a taste for the apple juice. And just, you know, yeah, for the kids, sometimes they also need a bit of sugar energy when they do sport also. It's also important, you know, then they can have this. But not every day and for every meal, and to if you are thirsty, just drink the sweet stuff. The thirsty doesn't get away.
Exactly.
Drink the sweet stuff. It's getting more.
Yes, and then it's difficult to avoid this kind of sugar when you are used to be or to have it in your diet. It's difficult, but step by step we can do it. That is not impossible, right? Okay.
Yeah. These are the small things you can start to look into and just try to change.
Okay. Yes. Betty?
Pues sí, es que, bueno, aquí la ventaja que tenemos en México, digo, tenemos una gran ventaja porque México todavía cuenta con esas zonas como los tianguis, los mercados, sí, que no necesariamente tenemos que ir al supermercado, no tenemos que ir al supermercado ni a ninguna plaza, o sea, tenemos la comida prácticamente en la esquina. Por colonias hay tianguis donde venden todo tipo de verduras naturales, frutas, carne, pollo, lo cual la gente todavía podría evitar el consumo de ultraprocesados. ¿Por qué? Porque todavía cuenta con estas zonas donde todavía podemos consumir el alimento que ha sido recién cosechado, a lo mejor un día antes o durante la madrugada, la venden durante la mañana y es todavía comida fresca. Todavía son verduras y frutos frescos. Aquí en México hay muchas casas donde hay muchos árboles frutales. Digo, aquí en la zona de Ixtapaluca, que es por
Espérame, Betty. I will translate. Wait. I will translate to Sylvia, okay? Okay. Betty said that in Mexico, we used to have fruit trees in our gardens. It's normal, and we can get it of them. And then in Mexico, we cannot markets. They are public markets, and we can find fresh fruit, fresh directly from the farmers. They are growing up in their zones, and then they go to the supermarket. They are open, they are public, and then you can find the fresh fruit that yesterday it was in the farmer, and today you can find it in the supermarket. And then it's nice because normally in Mexico we don't have to go to the supermarket to have processed food. we get it in public markets that they have to fresh fruit.
Yeah.
And then, ¿qué más? Betty?
Ok, sí, y un ejemplo, en esta zona en la que yo me encuentro, que es Ixtapaluca, aquí hay muchos árboles de aguacate. Digo que este aceite es súper importante, esta grasa es súper importante que podemos consumir. Aquí se da mucho en las casas. La gente en el patio tiene árboles de aguacate. Entonces, aquí se han ido más a lo que es la publicidad, pero si quitáramos un poquito la publicidad, México todavía podría mejorar mucho sus hábitos alimenticios porque todavía tiene al alcance de la mano productos naturales que no requieren un proceso todavía.
Okay, she said that she lives in an area that the name is Tapaluca, and then you can find in the houses, in the garden of the houses, a lot of avocado trees, and it is nice because they can get that kind of healthy fat that we can have it of the avocado, and then so Mexico has a problem of the obesity, we know it, but we can say we can recuperate our community because we can share or we can have that fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, and then but the problem is the marketing because everybody see what another processed food and we can sometimes but
I mean they have the fresh
stuff
in, so they learn from, I don't know, her parents or her mother probably, she cooked fresh, did she?
Dice, ella pregunta que si probablemente tenemos que aprender de nuestros abuelos o nuestros padres porque ellos todavía cocinan fresco, ¿verdad?
Así es, de hecho, realmente todo lo que es todo lo ultraprocesado se consume más en ciudades grandes, ya más urbano, porque todo lo que es en la área rural, lo que son los estados, sí todavía se consume natural. De hecho, podemos encontrar tortillas hechas de maíz, pero hechas a mano, sin ningún tipo de proceso extra. Todavía se utiliza mucho el consumo de legumbres recién cortadas, porque todo aquí en México, afortunadamente, es un país que tiene muchos recursos naturales y la mayoría de la población todavía tiene al alcance eso. Tal vez en ciudades grandes como la Ciudad de México no, la Ciudad de Monterrey el centro no, la Ciudad de Guadalajara el centro no, pero estamos hablando de zonas céntricas. Todo lo que es el estado, el exterior, sí podemos contar con todavía frutas, verduras y legumbres frescos, consumo todavía de alimentos frescos. Aquí yo creo que deberíamos de restringir un poquito más la publicidad, el marketing, y evitar el consumo de ultraprocesados, pero más por todo el área de la publicidad que se da en redes y en todos los medios de comunicación.
Okay.
Pues sí.
Okay, but the thing that she said that what is our problem? That we have a lot of marketing. And then we can see in the big cities, in the area, urban cities, in the community, they eat more processed food because we have a lot of marketing. But what about the rural situations or that places that they have fresh fruit? We can find a lot around in small cities, small towns around our country. We can find a lot of people that just cook natural products, for example, lentils that they cut it yesterday, or they cut beans that they cut it in the garden, or they have the garden. We have that, okay? And then our population or a lot of families cook with fresh fruit, with fresh vegetables, okay? And it is a good option, but the thing is the marketing. That is our problem. And then sometimes I think the food has a status, no?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that is, we have to avoid that. The status that they,
I mean,
they
this is probably all over the world now. I mean, the food is, to make it convenient, cheap, example, and then just, if the people have started to eat at one time, they always want to have it because of this kind of addiction mode, with the sugar, with all the ingredients which make something in your brain, and then you just wanted to have it all the time. And then you say, oh, why should I cook when I just can warm this up faster?
Yes, that's true. For example, now we have seen a lot of changes here in USA. Now they are open a lot of stores that you can find natural food, but we have another option, okay? Because that natural food, they are in a tray. They have covered in a plastic, and they said this is natural bread, natural vegetables, natural, but really they are natural. They are in refrigerator, ready to use. I don't think so. They have a lot of preservatives, no, and that is the problem here.
Yeah, but I remember in the US, I didn't see people gardening.
No.
For fruit and vegetables, but here, I mean, it's very common in Germany. Our landlord, for example, they have a garden, and now they already start. It's beginning of March. They start with the first lettuce, and you know they start in their garden to grow everything, cucumbers, tomatoes, zucchini, but they have beans, they have everything, you know. They have chicken, so you have fresh eggs every day, and you know, this is.
Oh wow, that's nice. It's like in Mexico, we have chickens, we have
they have
fresh
a lot of
eggs.
Fruit trees, you know, with apples, with pears, and stuff like that. So this is here. This is, I mean, of course, we live more at the countryside, but close to the city of Heidelberg. But people getting more and more back to this, to grow down stuff.
That's nice to know that. Okay, es bonito saber eso. Okay,
but we also have a problem with obesity. I mean, the kids get more and more overweighted and get diabetes and all these illnesses which are related to this processed food.
Yes. For that reason is these kind of programs we have to educate. That is the objective of Nutrition. Educate to the people, education, what to eat, what don't to eat, why, but always follow the science. Okay.
Exacto. De hecho, el proyecto precisamente busca eso, educar y hacer conciencia a la población en general, de todas las edades. Lo importante es identificar qué es lo que dentro de la dieta no es normal, qué es lo que no se debe de consumir, qué es lo que se debe de limitar y qué es lo que se puede consumir sin problema, a demanda, como la fruta y la verdura, ¿no? Que está muy estigmatizado porque pues ahorita había rumores de que pues la verdura estaba contaminada, que la fruta tiene mucho azúcar, y se iban más por los productos ultraprocesados cuando tienen otro tipo de sustancias más dañinas. Aquí precisamente Nutrición pretende educar al público en general para que la gente vaya haciendo conciencia del daño que están causando todo este tipo de productos y mejorar tanto los hábitos como el tipo de alimentos que se está consumiendo.
Okay, that is the focus in nutrition, that we are looking for educate to the people around our cities, and then we can say to the people in general what you can avoid, what you can limit in your diet, what you can open to eat, for example, like a fruit or vegetable, that because a lot of people think that they can eat fruits at night, or they have this ideas, and then we have to take it out all last ideas that you don't have to, but it's much better to have a fruit than to have a tacos with a lot of fat in Mexico.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes having this fruit sugar is also not so good in the evening. So having fruits mostly in the morning, maybe until the lunchtime or so, and then even the evening more the steamed vegetables and you know the more soft
yes we can try less sugars fruits at nights, no, because we are ready to go to bed, and then that yes, it's good to think about that, and more when the people has diabetes. That is our
of course they have to watch it anyway. They have to get a different diet than
okay. Well, it was nice.
Gracias.
Lo que podemos ahorita resumir de la plática es que hay que reducir el consumo de ultraprocesados, consumir más alimentos naturales, incluir a los niños ¿sí? En estos hábitos alimenticios, ayudarlos a identificar qué alimentos son los que pueden consumir de mejor manera. Como comentaba Laura, afortunadamente aquí en México contamos con zonas donde venden fruta picada, le agregas el limón y su chilito, sabe rico, y bueno, tratar de impulsar este cambio de hábitos, este cambio de alimentación con alimentos naturales y empezar a limitar un poquito el consumo de ultraprocesados, sobre todo hacer caso omiso de las publicidades que se están manejando, porque pues muchas veces de ellas el utilizar la etiqueta de natural o light o bajo en grasa no necesariamente tiene que ser saludable.
Okay, in summary, we can say that we have to avoid the processed food, more natural fruits and vegetables, and then we have to pay attention to the kids that to prepare the food and involucrate it in cook the food. That is one step. And other thing is to avoid the marketing, to watch or to pay attention to the marketing around us, because they always take us to the processed food, and we have to avoid that. And we always have to think or plan in advance what to eat during the week. What do you think, Sylvia?
Yeah, so making a list is definitely good. So then you can just go around this corner with the processed food and just go straight to the corner where's the food on your list. I think that's a good start. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Sylvia, thank you very much. All of these tips, it helps us. I hope everybody enjoyed this topic. And then, I don't know, do you want to say something, Sylvia?
Yeah, I just can say thank you, gracias, for inviting me and having me in your program. I'm really happy to share my experiences and my ideas with you. I mean, that's always great, just over the continents to have the same issues, as you can see, with the health and also with the food. I think it is probably a global issue. So it is always good to connect and just teach people, all over the world. Thank you very much.
That's great. Sylvia, where can I find you? Where can I follow you? Maybe we can find a German person that is here in USA and can follow you. And then we never know.
Of course. I mean, I get my new website maybe in May. So we prepare it now, and there will be also an English
great.
Version. So it's either for Germans or for English speaking people. So you can find me on the gemüseorama.de. Mm-hmm.
Oh, congratulations, Sylvia. Okay, congratulations for your bestseller book too. Everybody, if you're looking for The Bold, it's one of the bestsellers in Europe, and then we can find it in Amazon. You can find it in Germany and English, right?
Yes. At the moment, it's not there's no English version for the book, but it might be that parts of the book will be translated. I mean, it could be when I have a bit more time in the near future, I translate my story. I maybe get a professional translator to translate it, and then I also put it on my website. Mm-hmm.
Oh, great! Congratulations, Sylvia. Yeah. Okay. Well, Betty, do you want to say something? ¿Quieres decir algo?
Pues nada, más nada. Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Espero poder volver a contar contigo y poder volver a platicar nuevamente. Grato saber de ti. Muchas felicidades en todos tus propósitos, en tu libro. Muchas felicidades y nos vemos pronto.
Okay, we are very happy to share with you. We hope that to have you in the next session. We are happy to share everything with you, and then we are very happy to know about successes that you have, and we wish you the best in your life. Okay.
Yeah, the same. I wish you all the best too from my side, and it is a great pleasure to have more. Live discussions with you guys. It's nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sylvia. Okay.
Enjoy the evening or day. I mean, you still start the day, and
yes. Good evening or good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. If you want to stay, I just turn off the live stream. So then we
Okay.